Puri kumbala muma. Kodotuku.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Dropalo. Andro?
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Dropalo.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Ferena masalapu.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Taifanana numa. Apli tonumuta.
Seems reluctant to even say its name. It's become personal to her too, since it's taken so many of her innocent gnotes as prey.
Saturutu. Minalagi mamuru.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Amu. Inyada aldo. Pendrine senema.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Pial tu ma kala.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Anora kapapum. Urasa durut. Kala.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Kanamunt.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Run, dog, run!
Smarty, take it easy.
Easy! Now. No, it's time to go, go, go!
Well, it's time for you to go.
Wait, what? No!
Kamonu. Kala.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Kanamunt.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Bola kodo. Beri.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the gnotes die with it.
Beri. Bola kodo.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Monibasa.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too.
Vaseno kasaman warut.
Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before.
Monibasa.
But let's not speak of that now.
Asil natu.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Kialdo male kanodo. Kanamunta.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Dropalo.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Kanamunt.
It's the most magnificent creature she's ever encountered. A creature straight out of a dream or story. You have a good eye for that stuff. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Feeling better than ever. Great shot. It's awful bright out today. Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned. She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down. The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down. She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time. She figures the choosies from the old world are made from gummy trees, but wouldn't be surprised if they were actually made from some chemical concoction, though. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride gnotes, and that tradition continued through the years. Nope, you still have to feed them, but food's easier to find than go juice. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler. You can't really understand your story till it's done. Keep to the straight and narrow. Needs a key. The cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You'd expect to see... Wind the cranks to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is. You flick the switches in order to green-light the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. Offers you extraordinary prices for extraordinary things. Says this is the go-to place if you like a good deal. Let's hope you won't regret it. Don't trust your eyes so much. They play tricks in the dark. With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha Majut. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo shopperia while scavenging for treats for the gnotes. That's not so far away.
Do male tu cala.
Seems to her they preferred the mechamajuts over the living counterparts in the old world. Maybe the gnotes were near extinct.
Pola kudo.
Noko is always willing to help.
Minalagi mamuli.
Understands completely. Should have brought your swimmers. The Smilo shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. The day can't come soon enough. Shouldn't take much more. Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the aforetimes lacked a message. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Perhaps now you can see your targets better. Now hold on. You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the mechamajut. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Nocco. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's true that the eye box is a medium. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. It's true that the eye box is a medium. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the feels. If only you could jump as far as you can look.
Kala, Boilakuto, Beri?
Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of Bon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride.
Inadabsunka, Kututuku.
Nocco's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it.
Kanamunta, Kamonu, Kututuku.
She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe.
Anarolote.
You'll find Mito at Brightlight. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths.
Kanamunta.
They're small airborne creatures with bright reflective wings and a conspicuous fluttering flight. Sometimes what you'll see doesn't feel real until it brings you back to that particular moment, like stepping into a time machine. It's hard to shake these memories and their accompanying feelings. Our brains play tricks on us, so it will take effort to avoid them. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. Good thing you recalled how to activate the automaton's health injector. That will be useful. Can't wait to get on flatter ground. Head on. This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by. Let's see. No matter how high the mountains get, the sky is always higher. With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it, and even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Figures that doesn't make it any less worth fighting. You found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine? Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. They buy lots of his lamps. That's a tribe that believes in the bright things in the world. Claims he wasn't trying to sell you anything. Now, says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right. Believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. Says to not forget to gather the glitter moths. Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. That's some good e-waste there. Running out of daylight. That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. That you need to swivel the globus's bearings to get the atlas mapper to work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Never know what's hiding out in the dark. Hey, there's some scronky metal scrap for you. All fired up. Slice and dice. They don't learn. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. For some, the night brings terror. Glittermoth Cave is right here. It's a fresh morning. Maybe find some breakfast. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise.
Kamonu,
That's enough glitter moths to make her plan work.
minalagi mamuru.
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater.
Kanyala motoro, bendeni senema.
The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time.
It's intended.
She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains.
Dere ariaroche nui mumera.
So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf.
Urasa durut.
It reminds her of the gnotes and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger. found it, even under all the muck in the gnat pen. Hard to believe the gnoats didn't trample it. They seem faster than you, and don't forget that when you ride them, they do all the work to keep you moving. You should keep moving. Can't let those gnoats blaze the trails for you. At least you got something for your trouble. Feels dank down below the dirt. The surf is wider than any road. You've stumbled into the mushy-mosh mire, where the risk of getting forever stuck is omnipresent, regardless of whether you want it or not. You found an old bric-a-brac. Might be worth exploring. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Every little bit helps. Just the kind of scrap you need. Wild headgear. Metal that's scrapped, always shiny and chrome. This area is blazing hot. You'd better have something that'll keep you cool if you're going in. The end is coming to the world and everything else. Leave it behind. That straw barn should hold enough hay to find the pinpricker. Freeze! Cryo. Looks like the cables need to be replugged in steps to match each sequence in order to generate a buzz strong enough to make things happen. A little electroabsorption is enough to catch anyone's attention. You need to replug the cables so each match the sequence. Nice. That rearrangement should be enough to let enough electric current pass through the board. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you. This place is made for monsters. It's a brand new day. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Point it in the right direction and blast. This could be the beginning of the end of everything. The air is thinner in the mountains. Don't lose your way in the blackness. That sealed the fate of the third World Eater. Just one more to go. Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan. This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large. Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again.